Hi everyone, it's Sharon here from Butterfly Lullaby, and the date is the 30th of December 2021. Just wishing everybody a happy Christmas and New Year, or a happy holiday if you don't celebrate Christmas. Here's a painting our lovely daughter created for us. It's a family portrait. Every year we're very, very fortunate that she spends her valued time creating something special for us for Christmas, and each year it's different. It just amazes me. It's just every time I cry because it's so beautiful to get a handmade gift from her, and I just love it. I just love what she creates. So there's me, Melody, a little puppy, Doodleboo, and her dad in the distance, and got Bath, beautiful building there in Bath in the UK. It's such a stunning place if you haven't visited, and she's got snow there, so she's really made it into a lovely Christmas card. So I just absolutely love it. And I'd just like to say to everybody, if you draw, if it's for fun, doesn't matter how good you are. I'm not a brilliant artist, but I like to draw. I haven't drawn for years actually, but I do like to sort of sketch sometimes because it just takes you into a different world, and that's good for you, to leave reality sometimes and just go into fantasy world where it's a much nicer place sometimes, isn't it? If you guys draw or paint, or family and friends that draw and paint, do share your drawings with us and the stories behind them, because we'd love to hear from you. Here's our little art group. Melody's not really on Facebook, to be honest, but if you share drawings and that, I'd love to share them with her. I've also got a group called Dyslexic Gift Reading Support. I actually turned our daughter into a bookworm by making reading fun. In school, the school books are really quite boring for children that are creative audio-visual thinkers that this world labels disabled dyslexic. They're so much more than that, they really are. And we need to celebrate what they're good at and stop forcing them down the road of doing things that they're just not interested in or they struggle with. Of course, reading, writing and spelling is important, and that's why we need to bring the fun factor to that. And that's what I did with Melody, and now she's a bookworm, and I just absolutely feel so proud that every year, like Christmas, birthdays, she asks for books, and she's in Waterstones and she's searching for these books and she collects them. She doesn't want to go and borrow them from the library. She wants to actually hold these books, keep these books, treasure the books, and pass them down to her children when she has them. And that to me is something I'm so proud of as a dyslexic myself. Who'd have thought a dyslexic mum could turn her dyslexic daughter into a bookworm? And this is a story that just won't hit the news, the mainstream news, because people don't want to know that. They want to have all these so-called experts that spend 1 hour with your child to tell you that your child is dyslexic and there's something wrong with them, when really they are just amazing people that have fantastic abilities, and it's our job as parents or guardians or grandparents to tune into that and find out what they're good at and help promote it, and make sure they get on the right path. I've got a dyslexic bookworm blog on Butterfly Lullaby where I actually talk about how I turned Melody into a bookworm, and as you can see in this picture, here's just a few things that I did to make reading fun and to help actually, because with dyslexia, the memory is so poor that you need to go over things over and over again, which is time consuming, but worth it in the end because it does eventually sink in. So that's what I did, and I just hope that it helps other people. I'm currently trying to raise money for Melody for her art and music education. At the moment, she can't get one-to-one lessons very frequently because her teachers live about an hour away from, or just over an hour away from where we live, and it's very difficult to take your instrument on public transport. And anyway, to get to them is pretty tricky because you have to get the bus, the train, and get the bus takes you near enough an hour. So it just take her forever to get there. So it's crazy. So what I want to do is raise the money so we can pay for somebody to take her in the car, so she can get these one-to-one lessons. One of our teachers who teaches cello is just amazing. She studied with Jacqueline Dupre. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right, but she was a famous celloist back in the day who sadly died too young. There's a film about her if you want to look her up. But Melody's studying with the teacher that studied with her, and they had the same tutor. So that's really exciting. And Melody's just passed her music theory exam and got a distinction, which is outstanding for someone that struggled so hard in school. And it just shows you that, if you take away the pressure and stress and stop overloading children or, young adults with so many different subjects and just allow them to study what they're good at, they can succeed, and they do succeed. So, never give up. There's always another way. So keep dreaming. When I was young, I'm 55 now, but back in my day, back in the 80s, I actually got paid to go to college, can you believe it, to do an art graphic design course. And my friend who I met at college, she stuck out the course and she got a job in a graphic design office and earned money from that. So, we got paid £25 a week, which covered our travel costs, etc. And it was just, that's something that's missing in today's world. The people in power, I know two good people that are in government services. One's a Councillor Kevin Griffiths, and he funded Melody to teach art to children locally in 2019. He is outstanding. He goes above and beyond for our community, our children and families. And then we've got Tonya Antoniazzo, MP, who said yes to coming to Melody's event next year in spring, where she'll be singing her lockdown song about how lonely it can be. And it's about a robin in the garden. It's such a beautiful song. And she'll be singing with a trainee orchestra. So, Tonya's going to try very hard to attend if her diary permits it. So, we've got some amazing people in government. Some people in government are not so good, as we know. So promote the people that are good, and let's see if we can get them more power, I think. I think that's what we should do. Actor Michael Sheen is on YouTube on a video stating very clearly that, things have changed. He came from a working class background, so, he knows what it's like. But back in his day, like in my day, there was a lot of free support for the arts back then, but that doesn't exist anymore. And that's why we need to think outside the box and try and help children from working class backgrounds to reach their goals, so they feel that they're worthy and they can do something, because they do. Every single person's got some sort of gift. It's just tapping into that and finding out what it is. And so we do need to do more for people from working class backgrounds and help them, because in today's world it can be very, very selfish. And the brick walls are up with some elites, unfortunately, some academic elites. It's their way or nothing. They don't seem to be able to be team players, which is quite sad. But I know there are some kind academics out there, and I hope to liaise with them and make this world a better, kinder world. Hopefully I will get the raffle ticket thing going this year or next year, and sell some tickets for Melody's education. Who knows? I think that she could get a distinction in English because she's such an amazing creative writer, and I can't wait to read her story when she finishes her book. So that's exciting for me as well. So to everybody in the art world, I know how difficult it is to earn money from art, but don't give up. Even if you've got to take like part-time job or something in the meantime, just keep dreaming, because you're worth it, and you can do things. The brick walls are up there, but we can knock them down. You can check out Melody's websites on Instagram. She's got a YouTube channel as well to do with her music, and she's got a website to do with her art and crafts as well. So, feel free to check those out if you want to.